Hey guys, in this video we are going to be doing a 30-minute yin class. Now yin is a practice that's definitely focused on slowing down. So if 30 minutes isn't long enough for you, please feel free to choose your settings, your video settings, to slow it down to half speed or 0.75 or even 0.25, whatever feels good for you. Take as much time as you like. Enjoy your practice. I'll see you on the mat. Namaste. We're going to begin in a seated position. Get nice and comfortable. You can be seated, cross-legged, or if you like, on your knees, whatever you prefer. You can use a block to sit on a block if you have one, if one is available for you. If not, just find the most comfortable seated position and allow your hands to rest on your thighs. They can be open towards the ceiling or facing the ground, resting on your thighs. If you need to feel a little bit more grounded, this is a great option. If you'd like to let go a little bit, create some room, focus on something that you want to perhaps bring in, receive, I feel like this is a great position to have your hands. Make sure that even though that you're coming into a nice, calm, meditative state by focusing on your breath, you still have a slight engagement here in your core, so your belly button is moving towards your spine, and just let it happen almost naturally, like if it's where your body just wants to go without forcing anything, more along the lines of allowing. Shoulders are relaxed far from the ears, chin is slightly tucked, crown of the head rises towards the ceiling. And the eyes become heavy until they close. And once closed, bring your attention to your breath. The air moving in and the air moving out. The idea of focusing on your breath is to realize that you have a conscious control of your breath, and that in turn starts to affect your state, your physical state, and your mental state. Notice how when you're focusing on your breath, there isn't much else that comes into your mind. Unless your mind is really busy right now, just let it be busy and then come back to focusing on your breath and notice the space and calm and quiet that gets created every time you just simply focus on your breathing. One more breath in, one more breath out here. Slowly start to just move your fingers, slowly blink open the eyes. To move into our first position, which is going to be child's pose, balasana. So come into a tabletop position to start, then knees mat distance apart, toes come together, nice wide legs to make space for your hips. Sit bones come down towards the heels, forehead comes down towards the ground. And here, what you want to have is your arms resting here. So elbows can be on the ground. You're really looking to release and breathe into your body. So as you breathe into your body, feel your hips just starting to release a little bit more with every exhale. Feel as if you're creating micro movements within the static pose. Feel how your breath moves your body, how every inhale creates space, and then how every exhale releases maybe just a little bit more to allow you to go a little bit deeper. Take 3 more breaths. Now, if you're alone, really take the time to connect with your body. If it helps, if you've ever been to a yoga class and you had someone adjust you or just assist you, you can imagine someone coming here and just giving you that little assistance that allows your body to just sink a little bit deeper into the pose. Or if you have someone that's close to you who feels comfortable, maybe just coming here and without applying any pressure, just resting their hand on your lower back. That can feel really nice to bring your attention to that area of your body. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. Slowly start to come back up to a tabletop position. So as you rise, hips rise, hands come under shoulders, knees come back to being hip distance apart. And then stick your knees together. Bring your feet together. Walk your hands forward a little bit and then bend your elbows to come all the way down to the ground. And then bring your hands under your forehead to rest your forehead on your hands. Just take a few breaths here and feel how good it feels to just be lying on the ground. Again, connection to your breath. How is your breath? And how is your breath creating sensations in your body? Perhaps still creating sensations in your mind of calm and space. The idea here is to really slow down, let go, and just be. Slowly let your head start to rise as you look forward. Bring your elbows under your shoulders and come into a Sphinx pose. Now for your Sphinx pose, what you're going to want is your elbows to be at a 90-degree angle. And your elbows also to be close enough towards each other that you can touch them with your hands. Once you have that, bring your hands forward, hands to the ground. Press your hands, your forearms, and your elbows into the ground to create space between your shoulders and your ears. So feel your ears come away from your shoulders. Take an inhale. On the exhale, allow your chest to move forward as your shoulders move back. Again, inhale to create space. Exhale, find a little bit more depth. Inhale and exhale. 3 more breaths. If you ever want to go a little bit longer in any one of these poses, the beauty of it being recorded is you can just pause it, hang out here a little bit, and then come back when you feel like moving on to the next one. Slowly start to bring the hands back towards one another, elbows move out, forehead comes down towards the hands, rest here. Bend the knees and let the feet rock left and right. Right and left, like windshield wipers, releasing the lower back, and also giving your stomach a little massage. Just feel your stomach getting a little massage on the ground, digestive system, getting a little massage, and then slowly let your feet straighten out towards the back of your mat. Bring your hands next to your chest and press your hands into the floor to rise up. Come back into a tabletop position. Once in that tabletop position, let your knees come mat distance apart again. Let your sit bones move towards your heels and slide your right arm underneath your left and bring your forehead down to the ground. And it can be the side of your head. You can look left. Stretch that left arm out towards the front. Press the back of the right hand into the ground as you press the left hand into the ground to just deepen that twist a little bit. Again, focus on your breath here. As you breathe in, feel the space that's getting created in your body. And as you breathe out, feel the depth. One more breath in. One more breath out. Press the left hand into the ground, rise up, bring your right hand forward, and then this time slide your left hand underneath the right arm. So palm of your left hand is going to be facing the ceiling. Back of the hand is going to be pressing into the ground as the right hand presses into the ground, and the shoulder seems to just rise a little bit just to deepen the twist. Now, finding a little bit of discomfort is okay. But if you feel any pain, it just means you're too far. Respect your body at all times. Listen to your body. Deepen that communication with your body and the signals that it's sending to you. Take one more breath here. And then slowly bring the left hand back towards the front. Come up into tabletop. Bring the knees together. Knees come together. Sit bones move towards the heels. Forehead starts to come towards the ground as you keep your sit bones on your heels. You can bring your hands in fists and rest your forehead on your fists. Perhaps only one. If you have blocks available, you can use the blocks, or you can send your hands back with your forehead coming towards the ground. Just breathe here. Every breath, allow the space to get created in the back of your body. And every breath out, allow the hips to just release, allowing you to melt into a smaller and smaller ball. So breathe in space, breathe out depth. Two more breaths here. If your hands are back, bring them next to your head as you start to raise your forehead off the ground, unravel your spine, and then come into a comfortable seated position on your sit bones. Bring the feet forward. Bring the palms of the feet together. So base of the feet come together for butterfly pose. Now, if you're used to doing a butterfly pose with your heels close to you, let the heels and the feet move away from you to create a diamond shape. You can wiggle left and right and make sure the sit bones are nice and on the ground. And then take a nice breath in, straighten the spine. You can even pull up a little bit against your shins here. And then on the exhale, start to fold forward. And then let the spine round, let the hands move forward, and let the head be heavy. Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Much more passive version here, where we're not focused on pulling and trying to go farther and deeper. We're focused on allowing the body to be in the position and allowing the body to rest, and really starting to allow the fascia to release. Now, to do that, you really need to be patient. You need to be patient in the pose and avoid contracting. See how much you can just release and just be. The more you can release, the faster your body will go into the pose a little deeper. So it's kind of like one of those paradoxes of life, where, like a Chinese finger trap, if you're trying to force it, your body's going to resist and avoid going deeper. But when you just release, let go, let it be, your body will allow you to go deeper into the pose as it releases. Take 2 more breaths here. Slowly start to raise the head as you unravel the spine again. Take all the time you need. Start to exaggerate how slowly you move. Use the help of your hands to bring your knees back up to center. Keep your knees bent, feet on the ground. You can stick your knees together and just bring your hands under the thighs. You can catch your wrists, forearm, or maybe even catch your elbows and bring your forehead into your thighs, into your knees, forehead onto the knees. Slowly start to release and bring your hands onto each side of you. Let the knees start to rock left and right, just to bring a little bit more motion into your hips. And let the knees fall towards the right. Now, as you let the knees fall towards the right, bring your hands to the back of your mat. Now, what you're looking for here is to have really an L shape with your body. So your body is facing the back of your mat. Your right thigh is aligned so that you have an L shape. Right foot is on top of the left knee. Left foot is towards the back, so the left knee is bent. And just stretch it here. Just press your hands into the ground to have a straight spine. And with every breath in, feel your spine getting a little straighter. Then with every breath out, feel your right shoulder start to move back as your left shoulder moves forward. As you're using this motion with your breath, you can start to walk your hands towards the front a little bit to come down onto your forearms. Again, you can keep doing this motion. Inhale, a straight spine. Exhale, feel your right shoulder move back, left shoulder move towards the ground. And then maybe you come down onto your hands with your forehead resting on your hands and just feel this passive twist here. You can rest here as long as you like. But no matter how comfortable you may get, keep that consciousness on your breath, that conscious breathing where you're focused on your breath and your breath is being slightly controlled by you. So you're really focusing on taking deep breaths in and slow breaths out. Emptying all the air out of your lungs and then filling your lungs up, creating as much space as you can with your inhale, and releasing as much as you can with your exhale. And you might even find your body is ready to go a little bit deeper. Maybe you can even bring your head to the ground and look towards the right, perhaps. We're going to slowly start to bring a little bit more pressure into the arms. Forearms come onto the ground, head rises. Then the hands press into the ground to rise up. And slowly start to turn back towards the front of your mat. When you come to the front of your mat, again, bring your knees up and let them rock a little bit left and right. Kind of just a reset. And then let the knees fall towards the left. Again, find that L shape where your thigh is perpendicular to your mat. You're facing the back of your mat. Hands have walked towards the left. Hands are aligned with your shoulders. Right shoulder is moving forward. Left shoulder is moving back. Every inhale is straightening your spine. Your left foot is on your right knee. Right knee is bent. One more breath in. One more breath out. And slowly start to walk the hands forward. And maybe even come down onto your forearms. And just keep this action with your breath of inhaling, straight spine. Exhaling, deepening the twist. And then when you're ready, maybe come down to your forehead on your hands. And just breathe here. Feel the twist coming in, working in your hips, working in your side body. Now, in a twist, your breath might feel a little constricted. Focus on creating space with your breath anyway. Seeing where that edge is. Without feeling any pain, remember, pain is a sign that there's something up, there's something wrong, you've gone too far. You want to avoid that at all costs. You want to only find your limits of discomfort where you know you're exploring somewhere that you haven't explored before, but it feels good. It feels good to you and to your body. Maybe here you find enough space and rest that you can start to look towards the left to bring your right ear down to the ground. Maybe you get your forehead on the ground, that's all. That's fine. And when you're ready, forearms come onto the ground to rise up. Slowly, take your time. Hands come to the ground afterwards. Come up. And slowly walk your hands back towards the front, each side of your body. Let the knees rock left, rock right. And then come down towards the ground. Once you're down towards the ground, press your feet into the ground to slightly raise your hips. Once you raise your hips, send your hips over to the left, slightly to the left, and then rest them on the ground. So the hips shimmy over to the left, knees come up towards the chest and fall down towards the right. Once the knees fall down towards the right, arms stretch out at 90 degrees. Right hand can come and assist the left thigh, or maybe just give it a little bit of support so it can rest. The gaze can turn towards the left to deepen the twist. Just breathe here again. Feel your body resting a little bit deeper into this twist. When you're ready, bring your gaze back up. Send the knees back to center. Press the feet into the ground to align your hips. And then one more time, press your feet into the ground. This time, send your hips over to the right. So shimmy your hips over to the right. Bring your knees towards your chest. Let your knees fall towards the left. And again, hands can come out to 90 degrees. Left hand can come as an assist on the right thigh or in between the thighs to give it a little support, whatever feels better for you. And the gaze can stay towards the ceiling or turn towards the right. No matter what I instruct you to do, no matter what any instructor tells you, the most important thing is always that you are listening to your body and what feels good for you. You and only you are the true master of your practice. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. When you're ready, slowly bring the knees back to center, feet on the ground. Press the feet into the ground to realign your hips, straighten out. You can rock your knees left and right a little bit here. And then simply bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. Chin gets tucked in, back of the head is on the ground. Apanasana. Maybe rock left and right to massage your lower back. If it feels good for you, you can send the feet towards the ceiling knees come down towards each side of your body, and the hands can come and catch the outside arches of your feet for happy baby. If this is not accessible for you, you can always just catch the outside of your thighs. And slowly release. Bring your feet back down to the ground, stretch your legs out. And find Shavasana with your legs long, your eyes closed, your arms alongside your body, palms of the hands towards the ceiling. Just rest. And feel how good it feels to be on the ground, to be in your body, to take time. Take as long as you like here. Thank you for taking the time to slow down and practice. When you're ready, you can stretch your arms out towards the back. Stretch and release. Bend your knees. Bring your feet to the ground. Let your knees fall towards the right. Come onto the right side of your body. Left hand down onto the ground. Press your hands into the ground to come up to a comfortable seated position. You can have your knees bent and your legs crossed, or be sitting on your knees, whatever feels good for you. And then hands come onto the thighs. You can always support yourself by rounding your fingers around your knees and giving yourself a little assistance for a straight spine, or maybe you have your hands open towards the ceiling, eyes closed, tummy tucked, shoulders away from the ears, chin slightly tucked, crown of the head rises as the sacrum is heavy. Close your eyes, focus on your breath. And just feel the space that you've created within your body, within your mind, and within your heart. Thank you for practicing with me and with Stephanie today. You can bring your hands to heart to finish and conclude your practice. And we'll do that with only one saying, and it is a saying that means roughly, the light within me recognizes the light within you. And we say that by saying the word Namaste. Have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll see you at the next practice. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch these videos. I hope they've been helpful for you. If you enjoyed them, feel free to give a thumbs up and like the video. I'd love to know what you thought, or if you have any questions, please leave a comment. If you feel like there's anyone else that could benefit from these videos and bring in this yoga practice into their lives, please feel free to share it. And if you'd like to be notified when we bring out some new videos, then just click that subscribe button to get a notification on all the new practices that we bring out. Thank you so much again. Namaste.